Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a boy named Sam. Sam was a dreamer, always gazing at the sky, imagining himself soaring among the clouds. However, he often doubted his abilities. "What if I fail?" he would think, his heart heavy with uncertainty. One sunny afternoon, while wandering through the village, Sam stumbled upon an old man sitting on a bench under a large oak tree. The man had a long white beard and eyes that sparkled with wisdom. He was known as Mr. Thompson, a retired sailor who had traveled the world and seen wonders beyond imagination. Curious, Sam approached him. "What's the secret to being brave?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. Mr. Thompson looked at him, a gentle smile spreading across his face. "Ah, young one, bravery isn't the absence of fear. It's trusting yourself despite it." Sam furrowed his brow, not quite understanding. "But what if I try and fail?" The old man chuckled softly. "Let me tell you a story. When I was a young sailor, I faced a storm that threatened to swallow my ship whole. The waves were monstrous, and fear gripped my heart. But I remembered the lessons I learned from my father. Trust yourself, and you will find your way." So, I took a deep breath, steadied my hands on the wheel, and navigated through the tempest. It wasn't easy, but I made it to the other side. Sam listened intently, his eyes wide with fascination. "What happened next?" he asked eagerly. I realized that every storm I faced taught me something new. Each challenge made me stronger, more resilient. I learned to trust not just my skills, but also my instincts. And that, my boy, is the essence of bravery. Inspired, Sam felt a spark ignite within him. "So it's okay to be afraid?" "Absolutely," Mr. Thompson replied. "Fear is a part of life, but don't let it paralyze you. Instead, let it be a guide. Trust yourself, take that leap, and you'll discover the strength you never knew you had." With newfound determination, Sam thanked the old man and ran home. He decided to pursue his dream of becoming a pilot. He enrolled in flying lessons, faced his fears, and practiced tirelessly. There were moments of doubt, times when he stumbled and fell, but he remembered Mr. Thompson's words. Months passed, and the day finally arrived for Sam to take his first solo flight. As he sat in the cockpit, his heart raced. The voice of doubt whispered in his ear, but he took a deep breath and recalled the old man's story. "Trust yourself," he murmured, gripping the controls. With a roar of the engine, he took off into the sky. The world below shrank, and for the first time he felt free. The clouds embraced him, and he soared higher than he ever imagined. In that moment, he understood what Mr. Thompson meant. He had faced his fears and emerged victorious.
When he landed, exhilaration coursed through him. He rushed back to the oak tree, where Mr. Thompson still sat, watching the world go by. "I did it!" Sam exclaimed, his eyes shining with joy. The old man smiled knowingly. "I knew you could. You just had to trust yourself." From that day on, Sam carried the old man's wisdom in his heart. He faced life's challenges with courage, knowing that every storm he encountered would only make him stronger. And whenever he felt doubt creeping in, he would remember the whisper of the wind and the gentle guidance of an old sailor who taught him the true meaning of bravery. And so, Sam became not just a pilot, but a beacon of inspiration for others, proving that with trust in oneself, anything is possible.